All right, hold on, y'all. Let me try to get everybody over here. This ain't happened in a long time. Who did we talk about the last time this happened, y'all? Oh, hold on. Let me just create a post. This ain't happened in a long time. I think it was Rick and Cynthia. Wasn't it Rick and Cynthia? When this used to happen? We are live now. All right, hold on. We got to get everybody back on here. So I closed the other one. We are live now. All right. Let me delete this one. All right, y'all coming back. Okay, I see people coming in now. I don't know what happened, but y'all know that be happening. That ain't happened in a minute. And I don't know why you're saying that this is supposed to start at 6:24. I can't see anything when it's supposed to be live now. So we still having issues. Yeah, we are still having issues. Yeah, I can't see anything. And when is the 11th? Is that today, y'all? Yeah, that's the 11th. But it's still not live. Like, when I look at it, I can't see like a video. Like, it doesn't look live to me. Hold on. Can y'all, does it? All right, can y'all hear everything okay? If y'all can hear everything okay, let me know. All right, while we're waiting for everybody to come back, I need to make sure all this is good. Can y'all hear me? Can everybody hear me okay? But y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, because I don't know why this thing's saying the live is scheduled for 6:24, because it's not. It's scheduled for right now. So everything is good. Y'all can hear me. Y'all can see me. Because when I click on this live, I don't see nothing. What about y'all? Can y'all hear me and see me okay? Oh, okay. Now I see it. But now it looked black again. All right. Okay. Are we good, y'all? All right. That was a bit ridiculous. But anyway, all right, let's go back to where we were starting. Whenever we talk about the witches and the warlocks, y'all, this is just what happens. They got to pray to their little gods. Oh, please stop Kiki. Oh, I don't want Kiki to get this information out. Please stop her. So please mess with her internet. Please mess with whatever. Because I told you I got makeup on my shirt. Cover it up. Because we don't want her to get this information out. And I told y'all they can go through the airways, through the internet. All right. So this is just what can happen sometimes. But as you can see, they can only slow you down. They cannot stop you. All right. So that's all they can possibly do is slow me down, but they cannot stop me. All right. So this has happened. Like I said, when we used to talk about Black Acres, this would happen a lot. Whenever we talk about the witches and the warlocks, and we talk about one of the witches tonight, y'all. Once a witch, always a witch. Don't think that once you can just stop being a witch. No. How you gonna do that? How you gonna stop being a witch? You just gonna wake up one day and say, "Oh, I'm not gonna be a witch no more." You think it worked like that? You think all the prayers he done answered for you? You think all the things he's done for you? You think he's just gonna be cool and just be like, "Okay, it's over"? No, you have a debt to pay. You have a debt that you owe, and you have to pay that debt. And ES has a debt she has to pay. All right. And we're also talking about her and her risky behavior, what she's doing now, because her and that man really is not together anymore. Saturday. Hold on, y'all. She want me to watch the baby tonight. Hold on, hold on, y'all. Okay. So, so she really is not with that man anymore. All right. And I was shocked when I saw that. I really was. I was really shocked when I saw that. So a lot of times when you get, oh, let me back up. Let me back all the way up. Let me back all the way up next week on the 18th. Okay. Just remind me. Okay, hold on, y'all. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay. All right. So let me get my script because I got a lot. All right. And I don't know how much y'all heard and how much y'all didn't hear. Okay. So first I want to start off and welcome you back to Kiki Loves Nigeria. We got kicked out. I don't know what happened. We didn't even get on. But now it looks like we're frozen. So we're going through that. Oh, God. Yeah, now it looks like we're frozen. So we're going to go through that, I see. So hold on, let me try something else. Oh, man. She is too, though. That's what we're about to talk about. She is too. She tried to make herself innocent. And if you're like that, Angela, why are you discussing that to some random man? I mean, those are things that you talk about with your husband. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. Because if these women go around doing this is so embarrassing. That's why we got to talk about this. All right, y'all want to just get to it. Hold on, let me just get up here and get to it. So, so y'all know this is fair use. All right, I use these videos to show y'all examples of what not to do because the behavior, ES and her. I'm not going to talk about her friend because I don't know her friend, but I know what her friend has said, and it was just wild. But for ES to even promote her friend's behavior like that, I thought that was wrong. All right, so again, we use these videos under fair use. We use them for commentary, criticism, and to bring public awareness. And I am frozen once again. So let me try to put on let me try to do this through my phone because all this frozen stuff, I don't feel like being bothered with that tonight. So let me switch to the other Wi-Fi and see if that's going to be better or if we run into another problem. All right. So let's see. What about this one? It's frozen too. All right. Is this one better? Are we still frozen? It looked like we're still frozen. Oh my God. I don't know what to do. No. Is it still? Yeah, it looked like we're still frozen. All right. Yes, frozen, not better. Okay. Okay, better. Okay, good. All right. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. All right, let me get on this script because honey, the witches and the warlocks are on their jobs tonight. All right. We're gonna explore. Where am I at? First, because we can't talk about PBTV. I was gonna try to, but y'all see all these complications we having tonight. We ain't gonna be able to get through that. I don't even know why we having all these complications tonight, but we are having them. So we're not going to talk about everybody tonight. I'm still frozen. I can see on my phone that I am frozen. DJT says I'm not frozen. Maybe I'm not frozen to y'all. Okay. So we're not going to get through everything tonight, especially with all these internet issues. So we're going to just do a little bit tonight, and then we're going to finish next week. All right. So tonight we're going to talk about two situations going on in our community. The first one we're going to talk about ES. Now she calls herself My Wish, My Command. All right, we're going to explore her content, how she's been sharing, and more importantly, the patterns that show up when creators repeatedly, yeah, the juju is back, honey. We know the juju is back. Look at this. This is crazy. And it ain't no reason for it to be freezing like this. Like the Wi-Fi is like right there next to my computer. Right there next to it. No way should it be frozen like this. No way. Can you even hear me? Oh, you can hear me, but the picture is frozen. All right, we're going to keep on going. So, but I do like her new content minus that. Really? What you like about it? You know, I find that disturbing when I see middle-aged and older women running around acting like little kids. That's disturbing to me. When you're in another country and you're acting like a 20-year-old, that's disturbing to me. That's disturbing to me. I guess people live vicariously through her. I guess a lot of people want to live that type of life. But in Africa, that's dangerous to live that type of life. They're not having a good time. They're going home lonely. And then when they do meet a man, they're going to hit it and quit it. Ain't no man going to be with them for real, for real. Just simply by the way they carry themselves and by the way they talk and the way they act. No grown man is looking for a grown woman. Well, grown women don't act like that. You know, even if you do all of that in bed, you're surely not going to tell that because you don't want every man chasing you. You don't want every man after you like that. You keep those things to yourself. So I don't understand. That was appalling. That was repulsive to me. You know, we're gonna talk about it. All right, we're gonna talk about it. Let me finish reading this. Let me get to where I am on this script. Okay. Tonight, that's what we're gonna look at, the content of and then next week, because I know we're not gonna finish this week. We're gonna talk about PBTV. Okay. Everybody has freedom to express themselves, Angela. Everybody does. Everybody on YouTube is expressing, everybody in this United States is expressing themselves freely and to have fun. And that's the danger, because you think she's having fun. But how is that fun? And she goes home every night and she sleeps by herself. Every night. You come on YouTube, you pretend to have this, oh, I'm having so much fun. I'm drinking so many drinks. I'm going to so many clubs and I'm doing so much of this. And I'm doing so much of that. But every night I go home alone. And if I do go home with somebody, it's just for that night. They're not going to take me seriously. They're not. They're not. Women her age in Kenya don't do what she's doing. So no decent, respectable man, frozen again, is going to be with her. They're just not. They don't do that. All right. So I don't know why it's freezing now, because it's on a whole different internet network. Okay. So we're going to react to her videos and we're going to analyze them and we're going to talk about them. All right. So first, I want to point out this. There was something I noticed about ES. ES constantly changes. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to switch back to the other internet because it don't matter. All right. She's been through multiple identities, multiple rebrandings, and multiple channel names. And every time this happens, if you notice, she'll go back and she takes everything off her YouTube channel. Okay. She erases everything that you don't even realize that it's her. All right. If you don't know that it's her, you're not going to, you won't even realize that it's her. Okay. Because she has switched her identity so many times. All right. So then you go and you look at her channel and you see, oh, the videos ain't even up there anymore. So she goes and she completely erases who she is and becomes somebody else. So for the people who are on here, who just came on here, we're having some problems with the witches and warlocks tonight. they're messing with the internet. Okay, so you just got to bear with me tonight, but you know we'll be right back at it next week. So they can do what they do this week, but we'll be right back at it next week. All right. So again, she used to be known as DIY House and Farm. Before that, she was known as Eat, Love, Migrate. Now she's known as My Wish, My Command. All right. And the reason people are talking about this lifestyle, her name changes, is because every time she changes her name, she changes her lifestyle. All right. She changes the narrative of who she is. She totally wipes away who she was and becomes somebody else. Like, I'm going to snap my fingers and I'm going to be My Wish, My Command. All right. I'm going to snap my fingers and I'm going to be Eat, Love, Migrate. I'm going to snap my fingers and I'm going to be, who was she after that? DIY House and Farm. But there's nothing wrong with that's how you want to live your life. But if you want to, when you present it to the public, like this is fun and this is I'm living my best life, when we know that's a lie. When she's living her worst life. The woman has had to start over so many different times. The woman has lost so much money trying to build bears that she has nothing now, pretty much. She doesn't even have a place to stay. All that building and she still has no place to stay. All right, just for this, then that's the reason we're talking about this, because this is dangerous. Like I said, she continually, every time she changes her name, she's lost her money. Every single time. Every single time she changes her name, changes her brand, she's lost an exorbitant amount of money. And I'm seeing this happen to middle-aged women and older when they go to Africa, because they're looking at this ES chick. And she's been out here a long time promoting this type of behavior. It started way back in Tanzania. Just jumping from here, jumping from there, jumping from everywhere. Not settling down. When you settle down with somebody, if this doesn't, and I understand relationships not working. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I understand that. All right. But what I don't understand is how this woman just walks away from like her kids and created somebody new. Then she built this whole house in the Queen's Mansion with Prince Yoko. Walked away. All that's gone. So see, this is the life she's living, constantly walking away, starting. Why are you following somebody like that? How could that be fun? That's not fun when you're middle-aged and older. That's fun maybe when you're in your 20s. But once you become an older woman, that's not fun. Once you become a middle-aged woman, that's not fun. Because the older you get, the harder it is to start over. Okay? Especially to get that money back like you used to have it. So the way she's presenting this in West Africa, like this lady said, she's living her life, she's have freedom, and she's having fun. So going around talking to men vulgar, that's freedom to you and that's fun, because she's making it seem like it's fun. But you see how the man was looking at her like he couldn't believe it. But like Kwesi said, these are the type of women who are coming to Africa. But here's where it gets controversial. A lot of East African cultures, these women are acting like they're in their 20s. All right. And their daughters are probably in their 20s and older. All right. It's often rooted in court. So West African and East African, Africa in general, the way they date is completely different than the way we date. Oh, I've been frozen for a long time this time. The way we date and the way they date is completely different. All right. I've been frozen for a long time. I know she's using O'Shea because she wants people to watch. Yeah, she wants people to watch. So that's why she's using him. So let me get back to this script. All right. So so I'm sorry y'all for laughing, but I'm trying to stay on track. So when these women go out there in Africa, all right, and they start acting like they're in their 20s, all right, they start dating it, they start filming it, they start presenting it like Kenza, and like all them other ones, Vanzetta, like, oh, this is the best thing and everything is wonderful, and it is not. It is not. You see how Kenza's life is? All right, so that is the problem, is that they're not showing you the reality. They're trying to show you like this is the harmless fun and we're having a great time, when in reality they're not, because what they're doing is not socially acceptable. Women their age do not do that. All right, but here's where it gets controversial at. A lot of East African cultures, dating isn't viewed the same way it is here in the West. I keep telling y'all that. And it's often rooted in courtship. Courtship is about marriage, y'all. It's about, we're not just dating to go see if we want to have fun, see if we like each other. No, it's more serious than that. We're getting married, all right? And it's about your reputation. It's about how the community perceives you. So it's a lot to it. It's more than what you think, all right? So when outsiders show up promoting dating as a casual dating lifestyle, and as Kenya as a place where you go and just kick it to have fun and hook up, Kenyans don't like that. And if you don't believe me, there's a video out now about the passport bras in Kenya and what they were doing and how they don't want people there who do these type of things. They don't want Kenya presented as a place where you come just to kick it and have fun. They don't like that. All right, so the dating lifestyle, it doesn't land, it doesn't, the call is bad, all right? So this kind of content actually blurs the lines and it makes things not clear. And people really don't know what to expect. They think this is acceptable, but it's not. And they're not telling you that this is not acceptable. What's going to happen, you're going to go over there and get yourself in a situation, and then you're going to realize that it is not acceptable. All right, so let me see where I am. We're going to stop there. So tonight we're going to break down this video. All right. And again, I'm not trying to attack ES. I'm not trying to attack her friends. I'm not trying to attack nobody. I'm just using them as I'm using that video and that conversation as an example of what not to do. And if this is what you're going to do, then you need to expect the repercussions from it. So I am just completely frozen through this whole thing. And that's just unbelievable. Well, let me turn this one off, y'all. Maybe that's the problem. Let me look over here. No, I'm still frozen over here. I don't know what's wrong with this tonight. This is really bad. This ain't happened since I've been talking, since Black Acres days. All right, so now we're going to get some comments. Hey, One Love. Hey, Edra. Well, it was good earlier, y'all. Now it's bad again. Now I'm just completely frozen. Everybody's saying hi. We have to get off and get back on. We hear you and see you, but I'm completely frozen again. I don't know what's going on here. It keeps unfreezing and freezing back. Let's see. Please thumb up the video. Debo says, hey, Debo. Hey, DJT. Hey, what is that? Gambians, what? What's your name, Gambian? What? I can't see it. All right. Hi, Angela. She's having a good time. She wants you to think she's having a good time. Okay. She wants you to think she's having a good time. All right. But ain't no woman having no good time like that. By herself all night, every day, all night, running around with a bunch of women. She ain't having no good time. That ain't no good time. That's gonna be fun for a minute, but that's gonna get old. That's like my cousins and them used to say, who want to sit up a bunch around a bunch of hard ankles? So what he was talking, what they would be talking about is like guys, like they're not trying to sit around each other like that. At least I don't be trying to sit around a bunch of women like that. I don't like sitting around groups of women like that. Like it's okay to go out and have fun, but then after that, I'm not trying to be around. I don't like to sit up with. I don't do that. You know, I think that's like a little immature. You know, it's okay to hang out with your friends, but we're going out, we're drinking, and we no, we ain't doing all that every night. No, we ain't doing that. We now see. Oh, let me see this one. We now see she's posting videos with her roommate talking about playing. We're getting to that. That was disgusting. So that lady's her roommate. And she tries to act like she's on such a higher level than that lady, and she's not. She's on the same level as that lady, okay? She tries to act like she's not like that. But yeah, you are. You just like that too. That's why she your friend. Oh, listen to y'all. Yeah, you are right. Good evening. Hi, Kwame. We having trouble with the internet tonight, Kwame. The witches and warlocks at work tonight. Okay. Just letting y'all know they on their duty tonight. That sounds crazy. I haven't watched anyone. All right. I was a little uncomfortable listening, but I guess they discuss those things openly, not me. See, that's why I said I have to do this live, because they don't discuss those things openly. I was uncomfortable too. Do you know it took me like 3 or 4 times before I could watch the whole video? I had to keep turning it off because it was just disgusting to me. It was disgusting. So no, who do you know talks like that? I don't know anybody who talks like that. I don't know any men and women who sit up and have those types of conversations over dinner. None. And ES trying to act like because she wasn't talking, she wasn't in it. Oh no, honey, you deep in it too, because you was there filming the whole thing. That's your friend, honey. You agreeing, like he said, both of y'all. When the man, you heard him when he said both of y'all, and she was like, oh no, I don't have nothing to do with it. Yeah, you got something to do with, you just like her. Y'all just alike. They act like drunk. That's what I thought, Edra. I was just like, they act like drunk 20-year-olds. They act like you did when you were in your 20s and you seen a boy that you liked and the boy was cute and you had a couple drinks and you just kept giggling, and then your friend would say something really crazy and you would just giggle some more, and y'all would just laugh because she would say something sexual to him, and you would just think that was hilarious. That's what it was giving. Teenager. And I'm looking at them, but these are old grown grandmas. These are grandmas. These are grandmothers, y'all. These are grandmothers who are over there talking like this, acting like this, and representing Black women like this. And no, Angela, they don't get together and talk like that. When I go to Gambia and me and Dima get together, we don't talk like that. We don't talk like that at all. When I get together with my teacher friends, we don't talk like that. I don't know any women who talk like that. Now, when we were teenagers, when we were in our 20s, and we was around boys that we liked, and we would get to drinking and acting silly, when we had to be in our 20s, and we was drinking. Yeah, then some of my friends would start talking like that. And guess what all the boys wanted after she started talking like that? They only wanted one thing, and a lot of them didn't even want it because they was like, ugh, she nasty. And the ones who did want it, they just tried it out for that night, and then they were on their way. Now, you want to be a 50, 40, 50, 60-year-old woman, 70-year-old woman being played like that? That's what you want to be played like? Well, have conversations like that with men and see how far that's going to get you. See if even boys, you having a conversation like this with boys, they're going to play you like that too, because they're not going to have no respect for you. None. Yes, better not Frozen. Good. Okay, so this is when we was talking about, was it Frozen? Because, honey, we've been battling with the internet tonight. Yeah, look, y'all. Look what Mr. Johnson said. That juju bag sent. Yep. It can only slow us down. It can't stop us. But I do like her new content minus the freaky conversations. I don't know what her new content is about besides her traveling around. And when I see a older woman just traveling around homeless like that, waiting on a YouTube check, got to create drama because I want my YouTube check to be big on the 21st, that saddens me, because I wouldn't want that to be me. I wouldn't want to not have a place to call home. because you need to rest at night. Women need to sleep at night. Once you get a certain age, you got to get your rest. So you going from here, there, everywhere, trying to find you a home. I don't know how that could be fun at her age. I just don't. I just don't. And having a roommate at that age, no, that ain't fun to me. Okay, she said I'm not frozen. Then it's back frozen, unfrozen. All right. Okay. So tonight, it's the new age midlife crisis. Well, that's really bad. That's really bad. Because that's dangerous, risky behavior. And you're also putting yourselves open to diseases, STDs. And again, once you get over 40, I think your immune system, it just goes down. Like it's not as strong as it used to be. And when you open yourself up for all these STDs, because you're sleeping with these men who you don't know who they sleeping with, because you just met them. And you telling them how hot and horny you are. And that's sad. That your tail is that hot that it speaks for you. And that's all I kept thinking when I was watching them. Boy, they tails is hot. They tails is hot. They need to go take a bath and sit in some water. Because it gave desperation. It just gave too much older woman desperation, and you can have it if you want it, and you could do, and I'm gonna do this to. Oh, it was disgusting. It was disgusting. It was embarrassing. I like her freedom to express herself, but expressing yourself, come on, you should have limitations and boundaries. Every woman should. A woman should be respectful. She should have a woman who talks like that. And that man is not your husband. That man is just somebody that you having dinner with. He was nice enough to invite you guys over for dinner, and it turned to a whole porn session. That to me was disrespectful of that man's house, of that man's mother. Everything. I can't see these. I gotta put these glasses on. Who am I playing with? And you said, and to have fun. But that to me, that was not fun. What ES is doing is not fun. That might be fun one night, but after one night, I'm not trying to do that. I might want to do that on the weekend, maybe on the weekend. But after that, I'm not trying to do that every night. I'm not trying to live in a house with a woman. I'm not trying to do that. I am just not trying to, especially this woman ain't like my sister, my family member, that's different. But a woman that I don't know whether she just met her or not, but this is another woman in the same situation as she in. No, they living like teenage girls. No, that ain't fun, honey. Just needs to be, thank you. You even know she needs to be careful. You even know she needs to be careful. Because it's not safe doing what she's doing. The life she's living is not safe. Oh, honey, she's in Kenya now. And men don't look for grown women to be spilling the freakiness. Thank you. They don't. They can't. Oh, they don't. They don't look for women who talk like that or who act like that. They don't. They do not. I'm sorry, they don't. What time is it? It's 7 o'clock. ES definitely is closer to 50 than 40. And she really doesn't. And she really does childish things, Lovely T says. She does. She got them 2 grown daughters, remember? She is closer to 50. She's probably in her 50s. But I don't know how old she is. But I know they're middle-aged and older. I know that. I know she's older than 40. I know that. Because her daughters are grown. They're grown. And when I saw them last, they were in their early 20s. So they got to be older than that now. And because she's been in Ghana, been running around Africa for I don't know how long, almost 10 years now. So she's too old. Y'all got to understand this. People, especially people who are interested in Africa, they're not like here. Like here, somebody, her age, man, you could travel all over the United States. You could travel all over Europe. Nobody cares. You could travel all over London. Nobody cares. It's the West. We could care less. All right. You and your friend can travel and do whatever. Talk all the freaky stuff you want to. All right. Who cares? Ain't no old man gonna talk to you, and the show ain't gonna be no young one. The old men, the freaky old ones, will talk to you. Cause and y'all both on the same level. Ain't nothing gonna be too much of nothing gonna be happening on either side. But ain't nobody for real talking to them. All right. But you can do that in the West. But to go to Africa and take that freakiness over there, no. That's going to make you look bad. That's going to make you a target. That's just going to make you just look like a nothing. Nobody will ever take you serious. And the friend said she was married for 30 something years. I wonder what happened. And then on top of that, I don't think who's going to marry the friend now. If this is how you think you're going to get a man talking like that, you're going to get a man for a night or two, but you ain't going to get no man that's going to love you. You're not. Because you're not talking about nothing but what's in between your legs. And that man has had what's in between your legs from different people for many, many years. So you throwing something that's I mean, come on. That's all you got to offer? That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Especially at that age, you shouldn't be trying to offer that. That should be your last thing you offer. You shouldn't be offering that at all. You shouldn't. Once you get middle age and older, what's in between your legs should not be nothing you need to offer. No, it should not. It should not be something you are offering. All right, you should be. You should be so far past that. You should have so much more to offer. That should be the extra. Not this what I got. They looking at you like, what? Girl, bye. Bye. How old, Angela, do you think she is? Come on, look at her daughters. She got to be 45. 45, that woman's in her 50s. They don't have that much power. Other host has been having problems too. What? Hold on, let me make this bigger so I can say this. Oh, that made it too big. I've been having problems. So you think Artemis 2 has some, I don't know what you're talking about. You must be talking to somebody else. Because I don't know what in the world you're talking about. But I'm going to go down here and get these and come back up. No, she has 2 daughters. What ES rebranded her? Girl, yes, honey, she call herself My Wish, My Command now. I thought that she had sons. No, she has 2 daughters. ES has 2 daughters. Yep, and a son. That's the oldest. She right. So no, she in her 50s because some girls was in her 20s. And that son got to be way older than that too. So you know what? Yeah, she's got to be in her 50s. But we don't care. We ain't narrowing down her age. We're talking about the behavior. The behavior. All right, for her age range. All right. Lovely. Yeah, that man looked uncomfortable. He was uncomfortable. I'm about to show y'all. The guy really looked quiet. He did. He didn't know what to say. He was trying to be nice and play it on. But he looking at them like, oh, y'all both a mess. Having fun is one thing, but being extremely vulgar is another thing. They were so wrong for that. They were, DJT. They were. And to put that man in that situation like that, no. And then his mother is there. I don't care. Even if his mother didn't hear it, you still shouldn't even talk like that when that man's mother is in the house. And that man was not their boyfriend. That's another thing. This was just a man. So you talk like this around men? This is how you carry yourself? Man, that was just embarrassing and desperate. Embarrassing and desperate. The other woman looked about 60, but she looked good. I'm sure she will be offended to hear you say that. I think she's using her too, Mr. Johnson. Because you see her trying to act like, oh, I'm so offended. I'm so shocked. I'm so, oh, I can't believe she's saying these things. Girl, you just like her. You just like her. So don't try to act like she the one doing it. You doing it too. I think ES is using the woman. ES is a grifter. She is a grifter. ES was encouraging that she sure was the freaky talk, but not saying much herself. Exactly. So I can say, oh, I wasn't saying it. I wasn't saying it. She was saying it, but I didn't have nothing to do with it. That was her whole persona she was putting on. You know how she had the camera, oh, like she was trying to present herself to the dude like she was the upright woman, and I don't do these type of things. But girl, if you don't do these type of things, you ain't gonna have friends that do. She using her, trying to make her look like she the freaky fool. No, you just as freaky as she is. Y'all sit up there and talk about y'all freakazoid sessions. You can't tell me you don't. The other woman look about, okay, okay, let me go the other way. I agree that the woman should have class and yes, Debo, you especially in Africa, especially even here, because the men will treat you differently. Like where I work, them men know I am not no flirty type of woman. They don't flirt with me. They're real respectful to me. They're real nice to me. This one I told you, I don't know if I told y'all, but the gym teacher, he know I like Snickers, honey. He know I love Snickers candy bar, even though I shouldn't eat them because they have milk in them. So you know what he does for me? He brings me Snickers. Just out the blue, he'll just bring me a Snickers bar. The man is not flirty. The man is just like we talk, and the tech teacher, we just talk. The security people, when I talk to them, we talk as friends. There's no flirtiness, there's no sexiness, there's none of that. They know I am not that type of woman, so they don't even come at me like that. When they come at me, they come at me respectfully and decent, because it's how you carry yourself. That's how they're going to come at you. ES wasn't talking nasty. It was her Jamaican friend, but I would have stopped filming. Thank you, Angela. I wouldn't have put my friend on blast like that. I wouldn't have done that. I would have stopped. Every time my friend got to talking like that, honey, I would have turned the camera off. And did you see her also getting her when she was dancing? Oh, we about to put it on. Hold on, let's just put it on now. Let's just put it on now, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to react to this video. So y'all, I was going to go through the whole thing, who she was, where she came from, how she got there, but we know that. Some people may not know. Oh, let me remind y'all, for the ones who do not know. Hold on. Let me remind y'all. Because I went through her channel and I noticed that none of the videos are up anymore. All right, so to find out about what happened, it looks like I'm frozen again. To find out what happened in her past, you have to go through other people's channels. So I want to remind you, because these people in Kenya, I don't think they know who she is. Because dude said, oh, he went through her channel, but I bet he didn't see this on her channel. Hold on. We got to remind everybody.
Sure, boy. Oh, Shay.
All right. Let's remind everybody who ES really is.
Because this guy, a few nights ago, she went out with some other person, didn't come back home till like...
Let me go back.
Local king, all right? And out there building some kind of spiritual center and she was dealing with this guy who is, I want to say he's like a local king.
Yeah,
all
he
right.
is.
And the guy's name is Ayoko. Okay.
Yeah.
Now he has 2 wives already, and basically, Eat Love Migrate was, I guess, also a part of the family. Now, I guess what happened with the beef was a few nights ago she went out with some other.
No, Eat Love Migrate. That was her name before. Now, when she's on here, it was Eat Love Migrate. No, she wanted to marry Prince Ayoko, but Prince Ayoko has to go through his ancestors to get approval to marry her. Okay, to get married, right? They said no. They consulted the oracle, and the oracle said no, you cannot marry her. So instead of him making her leave, he didn't make her leave. He let her stay there. Okay. And while she was staying there, I guess she got mad and she felt like, well, he ain't going to marry me. He's not going to give me his land. I'm not going to get nothing from him. There's no point for me being here. So she goes out and she meets, she starts dating the trainer, the personal trainer. Was this on New Year's Eve, y'all? I think this was New Year's Eve. And she starts dating the trainer, and then she decides she's going to stay out with the trainer on New Year's Eve, and this is what happens.
Person didn't come back home till like 2 a.m, and then there was a problem, right? But I want you guys to actually watch the video, because this guy is basically saying that she's crazy, and I want you to hear the last part of when he's helping also build her project, right? So look at the respect that she's showing this guy right here.
Right.
Play the clip.
Greetings to all of you, family and friends on YouTube. ES is backing out of my house. After the live stream, I came in, decided to tell her what I did on my live stream. But all of a sudden, she decided to downplay me, and she can't downplay me, but she can only fool herself. So she's backing out of myself. Out of my house. That is her belongings over there. I'm here.
Look at you.
I'm here.
What is this?
This is you. Yes. You don't want to hear the truth. I'm not weak.
You're so fake for the camera.
Yeah.
You see how you see? No, I'm nothing. I'm nothing.
If you're not drunk, then you're a head case.
Did you buy me a drink? Did you buy me a drink?
No.
Did you see how?
And you all sat there.
So did you see how my brother is pleading with her? And she's disrespecting.
This is your tradition.
Look, you see?
You hit women and you're talking.
You see?
You
see?
You hit women.
You see?
And you're still running your mouth.
You see how she's disrespecting.
You hit women. You got your hands in your pocket.
You see how she disrespects my brother. You see?
I'm sorry.
The eldest brother in my family. This is her wife, Napa. You see? Who has been washing her clothes ever since she's here. You see how she disrespect them. You see? You are down, but you don't know you are down. Are you gonna knock me? I'm not gonna knock you. I'm not gonna hit you.
You don't see this wickedness in your brother?
I'm not gonna do anything to you. I'm not gonna do anything to you. But I'm gonna share it to the world to know who you are.
He did.
Yeah.
That I don't sit back.
No man can abuse you in this world. It is your character that will abuse you.
My character abuses.
Sure.
And that's what it is. Her character has abused her. And that's why she keeps changing who she is, because she keeps trying to escape this character. But you can't escape that. She can't, no matter how many times she changes her name, no matter how many times she tries to wipe this erase what she did. This is who she is. So she goes to Kenya and she pretends to be somebody completely different. All right. And she takes this off her channel so nobody can't find it unless you look for it. And you got to know how to look for it.
Look at my body. Look at me. Ever since I come back from
I bet you didn't tell them, Kenya.
You're not full.
Did you pay me?
No.
Are you serious?
Did you pay me?
Bitch, you got paid in pussy. Kick rocks.
What is pussy?
Dumbass.
You invited me for the pussy.
You feel me?
Now, she just as freaky as her friend is. If she paying people with her private parts, she just as freaky as her friend is.
Did you pay me?
No.
Are you serious?
Did you pay me?
Bitch, you got paid in pussy. Kick rocks.
What is pussy?
Dumbass.
You invited me for the pussy. You invited me for the pussy.
Dude,
Wow, this is the best
You invited it for
You
me.
guys don't believe this.
You invited me for the pussy.
Away with it.
So guys, you heard that situation. You saw what she had to say. Now
I
her
love
brother
it.
is
Every
trying to
time I
calm
see
her
it, it
down.
cracks
Now don't
me
get me
up.
wrong, we are getting the tail end of it, but she's trying to whip that dude's ass.
Right.
Okay. And
right. That's who she
you
is.
can tell that is definitely a sister from California. That's a sister from Inglewood. She calling him B words.
Yeah.
She said, like, you know, he telling her, like, I've been working on a project. How'd you get paid? You got paid in coochie. And she said that. Can I get a oh my God sound effect? Oh my God. You know, like that's all that she needed to do while he out there building it. As long as he hitting the booty, that was good enough.
Yeah.
See, let me tell you ladies this.
All right. So let me stop that. So what about that relationship? She just as freaky as this woman is. You see what I'm saying? But she's sitting there acting like to this dude, Eric, that, oh, I don't do anything like that. But she paying people with coochie coupons. And remember with other video when she talk about she giving away Blue Jays she was giving away Blue Jays, BJs. Y'all know what I'm talking about, to men who wasn't even her husband. Y'all remember that live stream when she was on here telling us about the men she was giving blowjobs to? Oh, Lord, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that. The men she was giving BJs to. Remember that? Talking about, I should have never been giving men that wasn't my husband Blue Jays. Why would you be doing that? And if you was doing that, why in the world would you come on YouTube and tell us about it? But that's when she was Eat, Love, Migrate. Then she goes and hooks up with Vin Man, and she becomes somebody else. Then she goes to the DIY house and farm lady, and they're building this farm, and she walks away from her evil witchcraft ways. But for those who don't remember her being a witch, let me remind you. Let me remind you of how this lady talked about how she was a witch and how Vin Man's people helped her get out of the witchcraft, I guess, honey. I don't know. But it sounds like, wait a minute, let me go up here and get the video. It's right here. I think I had that one already up. I do. Okay, hold on. Yeah, how she was a witch. Do the East African people know that she was a witch? Does Eric know he cooked dinner for a witch? Does her roommate know? Does she sleep in the same house as a self-proclaimed witch? Oh, but she says she doesn't do it anymore. So because she doesn't do it anymore, you guys believe it and you think that it doesn't impact her? No, baby, you can't escape worshiping the devil like that. You owe him. He's not going to just leave you be like that. For those of you who don't believe me, here you go. This is the witch.
Hello,
This
my name is
the
Adam
witch
Ferrer.
saying that she is a witch. All right? Nobody has to make it up. All right? So let's go. Let's look at this.
My bad. Okay.
Business. And I wanted to travel all of the African countries in peace and quietness, just like the rest of them. Completely abandoning who I knew myself to be, because in America, they tell us that we are no people, that we don't know ourselves. We're just these slaves that, you know, we don't know nothing, and we have to come back to Africa to find ourselves. Robbed during broad daylight, thrown out in the street.
See, all
After
this is a
someone
lie.
came crashing in. See, that predicament actually began by a very naive American who sent me there. That whole occurrence that everyone saw publicly.
Now, who sent her there? Remember, oh, y'all might not know, but she was a part of Chief Montana, the school Art Kathy went to with Chief Montana and Chief Amechi. She was part of that school, and they sent her there. All right. So once you graduate from the school, they send you to Africa, and you're supposed to go to Africa to spread the message and promote healing. So that's who sent her there. But then she
this
turns
is the
on
thing, I'm
in
not
once she
placing the
got there.
blame. It's just that I would never send myself to harm. It's just that sometimes we as Americans, we lead ourselves into places that we don't know because we've never been there. We never experienced it. So yeah, I was one of those who was robbed during daylight. I can laugh now
No, there's no.
because I got through it. This American that led me there had never been there, is a leader for many that are going to those same shrines that I was going to.
Yeah, see, here she go.
This American that led me to where I went and
But she's
found
trying to blame
my
them.
demise
This is
also
what I noticed.
led
She's
so
trying to
many
blame them for what getting her involved in witchcraft. No, ma'am. You got yourself involved in witchcraft. You can't blame them for getting you involved in witchcraft. You did that to yourself.
other Americans here to Ghana, to the shrines, to pray, to get divinations, to correct their illnesses, to be healed of this and that, to find money, to bring their families together. All this and that, all of it is temporary. All of it is a scam. Long story short, I found myself wanting to build community here. I wanted people to feel what I felt. I just thought it was the right thing to do, you know, like lead people where you think they're supposed to be led. So it's almost as if I cast this spell upon myself, this illusion upon myself that I need to abandon everything that I was and that I was doing, everything that I knew, and come back and reclaim something that was just.
And that's what people are doing. I keep telling y'all, this woman was instrumental on what's going on. They cast a spell on us. She told you. All right.
It's not there. Another spiritual practitioner, a shrine holder. After a few months, I was informed by the chiefs that that was a bad idea because whom I was associated with, those whom said that they were helping me and doing all of these things, were actually thieves and parasites. I did not say these words. Neither did I really hear what the chiefs were saying at that time because I'm new to the environment. I don't understand the language yet. Even when it's translated, they're telling you something, but we don't really hear it. Even when I was talking, when all of this stuff was happening, people didn't really hear me because not only did the spell come over on me, it was on everybody that was around and looking. A complete spell to influence people to see us in a higher light.
Yeah.
That this is the best thing to do for African Americans. Come back and claim your heritage and things like that.
And that's why people are following her. That's why people were following her like that. That's why people were so attracted to her like that. All right. Because there was nothing to be attracted to. I mean, there was nothing spectacular about Eat, Love, Migrate. Nothing. This was a woman who walked away from her kids, walked away from everything to go just travel around Africa like she's 20 years old. Why would we be following this type of woman? Why would we don't even respect women who walk away from their kids. So why would we do that? It didn't make sense. But I'm telling you, no, she's telling you why you did that.
So, like I said, all of that trauma, all of those bad things that were happening, I had already completely moved on from that very temporary relationship. But unfortunately, the internet can be extremely toxic. They create stories. They create a visual of what they want the African American woman to be. We're not perfect, but neither are we looking really for problems. We're not looking for that. We're just trying to find a place to be safe and cool so that we can deal with our trauma. Even if we have trauma, just because a woman comes from America doesn't mean that she has trauma.
No, she doesn't. So people need to quit, saying that. You know, all of us, I'm not going there trying to deal with no trauma. That's these chickies who are over there trying to deal with drama and playing with witchcraft. That's her and her crew.
You know, or when you really think about it, sometimes maybe we just had some bad experiences, you know, but we moved forward. It's not really a big deal. So guys, here's how it went. when I'm coming into the realization that I've been bamboozled and that I've been robbed during daylight, I started working on myself, exercising, taking care of my mind, my heart, eating well, just focused on myself, focused on building. I meet my husband, my now husband.
That's not
And
true.
this is when the earthquake happened. This is really important what I'm
You
telling
know
you.
that's not true. We know how she met that man. She was living in Prince Ayoko's house, sneaking out behind his back to go hook up with the man because she was mad because his ancestors said he could not marry her.
You guys, right? Because at that time I was actually being groomed to be a spiritual leader of my group, of the people that would come here from America. I brought in hundreds of people who believed me. They were persuaded by pretty much everything that I said, because this is Africa. You're supposed to believe it, right?
Yep.
The spell was not only cast over me, it was cast over anyone who was wanting to connect this way.
Told you.
So, like I just said, I had moved on from that situation, but I was still living within the compound because I'm the type of person that even though you're not seeing a person anymore, you can still be peaceful, right? Well, some people are not like that. So that is why we saw that blow up. And it almost looked like a love triangle. That's what the YouTube wanted it to be. No problem.
ES is such a liar. You know, be honest with yourself, lady. Let's start with that. Be honest with yourself. We all know what happened. We all saw what happened. You snuck into that house like a little bitty girl in the middle of the night, like you was out sneaking and creeping. We all know what happened. And now you're trying to lie and say, oh, YouTube made it up. How can YouTube make it up? It's a video of you. You and the trainer, girl.
Who's getting the last laugh now?
We are. Well, no, we're not laughing, honey, but that's a good question. Who is getting the last laugh now? We're not laughing at you, although we could. Nobody's laughing at you.
I was living with devils.
Wait a minute.
People that don't have God. And I was one of them because I believed things outside of myself. I thought I was supposed to come reclaim the heritage. You know, like, guys, I'm just getting started. I'm not even there yet. I'm just getting started. Total abandonment of self, total abandonment of everything I knew myself to be, for shrines, for a spiritual system that's not even helping the African people. So if you ever wonder, like, why is there underdevelopment in some areas? Why is the thinking like this? Why is that Africa need to get it together? Africa, they need to get united. If you want to know why it hasn't happened yet, I am sharing with you why it has not happened yet.
You know, let me pause. I'm gonna move on to a next segment over here. You know, she hit on a couple of things.
Hold on. You know I'm about to take him off.
Planning to publish your book? You could reach 3 billion.
So that's her telling you about her involvement in this witchcraft to bring all of us in this plan and plot to where they plotted on us, and she helped them plot on us to bring us to West Africa, to get us so involved in Ghana that we would give up everything we got to be there. All right. That we would look to her and believe her and follow her and do whatever she would say. All right. I told y'all that before, but some of y'all didn't believe me. I don't know whether you believed me or not, but you know, there it is. She said it out of her mouth herself. All right. So let's look at y'all comments real quick. So that was, that's who she is. She's a witch. She got there. She got involved in witchcraft before she got there. I'm not going to blame that on Ghana. I'm not going to blame that on Ghana. She got involved in witchcraft before she got there. To me, in my opinion, that woman was trying to one up on ES because ES was flirting with him. Oh, so you think she was trying, they both was trying to flirt with him. You know what? Lovely T, this is what I thought too. I thought ES was flirting with the man too, because she had the camera all up in the man's face while he was cooking. And she was trying to act like she was on another level than her friend. But yeah, I thought she was trying. Yeah, I thought ES was, I didn't think the woman was trying to one up ES. I thought the other thing, that the ES was trying to pretend to be better than the woman. Yeah, the conversation was unbelievable. Okay, now we're about to see it. Okay, y'all want to see it? All right, now let me put this up here. So this is a man. We saw the Prince of Yoko. Y'all know how she met Vin Man. We saw that one. We saw that one. All right, this guy seems, he's from here. Was it part? I think it was this one. All right, hold on. And we're going to stop and we're going to comment as much as I can, because it gets just vulgar and nasty, y'all. It just gets vulgar and nasty. Let me share the screen. Okay. All right, here we go.
Because nothing stirs up opinions like a full plate and good company.
Let's see what's better. All this extraness, this is just so fake. I mean, all of this is, how do you like somebody who can't even eat regular? Everything with her is a performance. Everything with her is a performance. I don't even think this woman knows who she is as a person. I don't. She's so busy being fake that she doesn't even know who she is. She can't even eat. Look at this. And she was a Hebrew Israelite. So maybe that's why she has that on her head, because she was a Hebrew Israelite.
Learn how to use my legs.
Look at her.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
And they're talking about sex, but look how hungry she's looking. Look how she's looking like, oh, really? Oh, he knows how to use his legs. Oh, how? Look at this. Look at them. Just look at this. That's what they're talking about, sex, y'all.
Last time on Incredible Adventures TV, we pulled up to Troy's place. Food on deck, vibes on high, and his mama watching everything. We ate good, we danced a little, got real comfortable, and then the conversations got real. Because nothing stirs up opinions like a full plate and good company.
I need to learn how to use my legs.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah.
So there's other things you can do.
Yeah, during that hour or two, the battery charges.
But at least it's honesty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
It was that good. No.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Do you want any more? We're good.
I need more mashed potatoes.
So this guy fixing food.
No, but
The whole time he cooking ES in his face.
I think people are afraid to talk about sex, and I think sex is amazing. Amazing. It comes with so much benefit.
Oh,
People should be having
it's
sex
healthy.
7 days a week.
Yes.
One that's not gonna throw off my pH balance.
See, that's not a laugh that a funny, I think it's funny laugh. That's a nervous, I'm uncomfortable laugh. And I cannot believe she's talking like this laugh. That's what kind of laugh that is.
Tastes like agave. Agave.
She said her cooch tastes like agave. Now, how does she know what her cooch tastes like? That's the question I have. How do you know what your cooch tastes like, ma'am? And look at this man's face. Look at this man's face while she's saying her cooch tastes like agave. How do she know?
Yeah, just this.
Any of y'all got any stuff out
And
there?
look at this stupid
Tastes
girl.
like organic
Yeah.
agave? Wow.
That's amazing. I've never heard that before.
Yeah,
Never heard that before.
I can't believe that.
that's why I have to have loyal sex, because you see, with loyal sex, my pH balance is intact.
Right.
So that's why I gotta have loyal sex.
Right.
Loyal sex is good for my blood pressure.
Right. Good for the blood pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at him. This man is so very uncomfortable. It is just unbelievable. He doesn't even know what to do because he cannot believe these women are disrespecting, are so desperate that they're talking like this, disrespecting themselves like this, and so desperate that they're talking like this. And yes, you look just as desperate as she does.
Sure, you give her a thumbs up. That one is mine.
No,
I'm serious. I like loyal sex.
Cheers
To
to
loyal sex.
and good pH.
And good pH balance. Okay, that's the new thing for 2026.
Good pH, yo.
Good pH. That's what we're doing right now. Good
So
pH
your
balance.
pH is right.
That's right. And how do you get that good pH? Loyal sex.
Also has something to do with your food too, what you
Thank
eat
you.
and digest.
Thank you. It has a lot to do with that, your food and everything, not loyal sex. Loyal sex. I can't believe her. Wow.
I like to massage this.
Listen to this. Oh, I couldn't believe this. Hold on. I couldn't
like
believe
to
she
massage
might be a witch
the
too.
new thing for 2026.
Good pH, yo.
Good pH. That's what we're doing right now. Good
So
pH
your
balance.
pH is right.
That's right. And how do you get that good pH? Loyal sex.
Also has something to do with your food too, what you eat and digest.
You know, I like to massage the semen. I like to massage the semen. I like to. They just.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't want no fishy semen.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
I'm just telling you now.
Massage the semen.
Massage the semen.
Yo, I've been around for a while.
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone say that.
I'm burning.
Massage the semen.
Mm-hmm.
How you be massaging?
I play with it.
Wow. Look at him.
Listen up. If staff
Look
abused
how
you
he
while
was
you were
looking, y'all. Look how he was looking. He looking like, I can't even believe it.
Like jelly.
Look.
Damn. Shit just bounced back.
I don't have any problem
And she
with it.
just the same. Look at her. Oh, I'm so innocent. No, baby doll, you just the same. You just the same as she do. She is, honey. You remember you showed us and how you squat down, how you like to squat down? You forgot about that? How you do your squats? You don't remember showing us all of that? How you like to do your squats with Ben Man? You don't remember that? This ES is just as freaky as her friend. And the dude sitting there, he knows it. And he cannot believe that these two older women are freaky and nasty like this. I play with it. And why would you just bust out and say, I like to play with semen? What? Wow.
I'm out there and I don't ever hear no shit like this.
I hear this, boy. I do like to tie my guy up.
I like to tie him up.
Tie him up.
You need a dude with an open mind. It's adventurous.
I'm telling her, 50 Shades of Nothingness.
Right.
That's why.
50 Shades of Nothingness. Wow. This woman just said, I am 50 Shades of Nothingness. And y'all think ES ain't like this? She was wrong for filming her friend. She was wrong for filming her friend to put this out for the whole world to see. Her friend say, I am 50 Shades of Nothingness. I like to play with sperm. I like to tie men up. My cooch tastes like agave. ES is dead wrong, but ES always got to try to make herself look good. But no, baby, you just like your friend. You just like your friend. You pay your bills with your coochie. Remember, you use your cooch to pay your bills. Remember, we got it on video. I just showed it. So how are you any better than your friend? So why are you making these faces like you so appalled? Yo, I bet your friend ain't never said I paid you with coochie. I bet she ain't never said I paid a man with coochie. But you do. And you give men who are not your husband blue jays. You said that yourself. Why are you giving men blue jays who are not your husband?
Wild helicopter move, all kind of move.
Did I show you all my sex room?
We gotta take a picture. Do you understand that? Do you know that, guys?
Did you miss that?
There's no need for a man to cheat if you're draining his balls. Wow!
Empty,
Empty,
dry.
I told my sons, all men are gonna suck breast till they die, and they're gonna seek out the very place that they came from till they die. The whole world is built for pum pum. Men go to work for pum pum.
Yes.
Man sleep for pum pum.
Yes.
Man wake up for pum pum. This is a fact.
No, I agree.
Now listen to me. This whole starved life that you see outside is for pum pum. The mall is made for pum pum. All these pretty things is made for pum pum. There's no other reason. Men work, taxi men are pum pum, drivers are pum pum, pilots are pum pum. It's all about pum pum. Pum pum is the reason why man exists on the earth. He came from pum pum. He gonna seek out pum pum. He gonna die for pum pum. World War III is for pum pum.
The most powerful thing I always say that God ever
Just
made.
ladies, start giving these men pum pum, please.
But no, whoa.
And you brothers need to stop wasting time with these ladies, dragging out these dating process. I believe in marriage. I will marry 1 million times.
Now, you believe in marriage, but you're not presenting yourself, ma'am, as marriageable material. No man who's about marriage is going to marry you. They're not. Look how he looking at you. He looking like, how in the HE double hockey sticks are you ever talking about you believe in marriage and you talking about you like to play with the sperm and you telling me that and you don't even know me. So how are you seriously talking about that you marriageable material?
But I won't sex different men 1 million times. That's the difference.
That's right.
I will marry a man the next day.
Tell him to put
if a man want to marry me tomorrow, because my word is my bond.
Yeah.
If I say I'm his wife, that's it. I don't do that cheating stuff. A man ain't gotta worry about me cheating and playing that. You want a wife? There you go. You have a wife. That's it. It's just simple. My ex-husband, we met 7 days and we stayed married over 2 decades. It's just that real.
Wow.
Because so it doesn't take long for people to know.
No, it's foolishness. You guys wasting time. It's foolish talk, foolish conversation, foolish everything. You guys just out here just wasting time.
Is she lying? Is she lying?
Look,
I personally believe that can happen. That you can meet someone, literally fall in love overnight, and get married within a year and have an unbelievable relationship. I think that's possible.
I respect.
But I'm more of the school of I think time is my friend, and time shows everything. So, and I'm not talking about like I gotta date you for 3, 5, 10 years. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, just time.
Troy,
you know,
Troy, you look 20, but you're like 100 years old.
Yeah. I'm damn close to 100.
She's too loud. She's too silly. This is all wrong, y'all. Please don't present yourself like this here or in Africa. Please, ladies. This woman needs to be a little more mature than what she is. She has grown adult children. I'm sure she's a grandmother. But she's running around acting like she's a 20-year-old. That's not cute. That is not cute at all. And I can't believe I'm still frozen.
I still got a little time and shit. You know what I mean?
Let's be real about this, Troy. What about time? All of us are on the clock.
Listen. I'm not saying I gotta date somebody for like when we were in our 20s or 30s for 3-5 years
Yeah.
and waste her time. I'm not saying that. Just time.
No,
Time could be 6 months. Time could be a year.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I need that. Because I don't want to make no mistakes. I'm not putting on that ring ever again and make a mistake.
So see, they want somebody who's going to marry them when they first meet them. You know, somebody like Vin Man got with her right away. Prince Yoko got with her right away. Okay, because they thought they seen something in her. But obviously, Vin Man saw she was trash too because they ain't together no more. And the one Prince Yoko knows she trash. You know, so they looking for that. But once they're not going to get that, because I'm telling you the way they carry themselves, no African man is going to talk to them. They're not. A little young boy gonna hit it and quit it, or he gonna use them like Super Shorty doing that girl Kenza. That's all they're gonna be is passport grannies. I'm sorry. They're not gonna be anything else other than that, and that's unfortunate. But it's because of the way they're presenting themselves. They could go to like social gatherings, wear nice African clothes, you know, go to social gatherings, and they could meet African men who are in their age grade, you know, and who are on their level. You know, they could do that, but they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They want to live this vicarious lifestyle where they can just, you know, date this little young, well, they're not even dating nobody, I'm sure, you know, where they can just go around and pretend like they're having a great time.
All right, Troy,
You know.
here's the thing. Let me tell you, let me solve all of your problems. Like me, who married for 32 years, let me solve the problem. If you're scared to be married, just do a prenuptial, do an agreement. That's it.
Well, it's not even, I'm not even worried about a
wait,
freedom.
I want nothing from a man. I don't want his money. I want nothing. So what is the problem?
She just wanted sex. That's all she wants from a man is sex. That's everything about her is sex. Nothing other than that. And why do you want that? Why do you just want to be known for sex? Why do you
Connection, baby? What do you think, Troy?
For sex?
It's, you said the correct word, connection. I'm not even talking about a prenup.
But I think you should marry your best friend.
Oh, totally. But hold on, let's get back to that prenup shit. Because I think prenups are important.
Cute, but
I would never even leave out the house without my bedspread. Like,
okay,
because I'm a very disciplined person.
Yeah.
And when you're disciplined and you thank you so much for dinner.
Sure. So let me go to the comments, because that was they talked a little bit more, but it wasn't as bad as it wasn't as bad as the other ones. What they were saying. This is probably the worst of it, what we heard. So let me go down here and come back up to your comments. Wow, y'all said a lot. All right. Let me split up here so I can see them. I can see them right here on my phone. They are not being invited to any social gatherings where there are decent men. No, they're not. Because JW, that's where you meet them. You know, you have to be invited to the social gatherings, because Africans have them all the time, honey. They love to have social gatherings. They love to get together and dress up and be flashy. And then what they do is they know you're single, they will find a single person to introduce you to. And that's what they do. And then you'll meet somebody who's decent, who's on your level, and that's how you hook up. This, what they're doing, nobody's ever going to take them seriously. Who the HE double stock hockey sticks is she giving advice to? Honey, I don't know. Talking about her cooch tastes like a gobby. How does she know? How do you, and if you do know, why are you telling people that? Why are you telling a strange man that? Obviously that freaky stuff is not working for her. Obviously it is not. Because you haven't gotten married yet. You haven't gotten remarried yet. It sounds like they begging men to have sex with them. He wants to wait to see her flaws to decide if he can live with first. So she's saying, Simone is saying that the dude wants to wait to see the woman's flaws. You know, that's why he want to wait a little bit. to see if he can live with that. And the other lady, ES's friend, is saying that you should know, whether you want to like that person or not, right away. And you shouldn't have to wait. But it depends on the person. To me, it just depends on the person. Her husband be like, she ain't never drained me, and her poom poom don't taste like agave. Mr. Johnson, that was horrible. Because come on. She said you have to drain a man's BALLS for him to be faithful to you. Wow. That's how you think you got to keep a man? You got to have sex with him? And how do you do that? Do you just, what is that, sex? I don't know how many times a day, every day? That's how you keep your man? Your poom poom is how you keep your man? That's not a viable tool to keep your man. You do know every woman has a poom poom. You know that, don't you? You know that every woman out here is walking around with a poom poom, don't you? And there's younger poom pooms, okay? You know that, don't you? There's a whole bunch of young poom pooms too. So you better have more to offer than your poom poom. I'm just saying. I would hate that's all I got to offer is a poom poom. No class whatsoever. Thank you. Thank you. Summertime says no class whatsoever. No, this was the classless video. Money, marry me. Who is she paying or is he paying? Yes, ex-husband, and she is doing all that, still collecting husbands. ES wants to move in his house. I think ES was really trying to talk to him. She wanted him to notice her. Okay, because like you said, he has a house. She don't have nothing. At this point, she has nothing but that YouTube check. That's all she got. That's why she's trying to start a fight with O'Shea, because she wants somebody to watch. He's in disbelief. Yes, he was in disbelief. My mom would never, 78, that says. She stopped lying. Stop lying. Y'all saying that man is not caught off guard. What you mean he ain't caught off guard? I think he is caught off guard. I don't think he was. You could tell by the look on his face. He wasn't expecting him to come off talking out disgusting and nasty like that. Bet says he is in disbelief. Her ex, yeah, she said they drunk talk, yeah, and don't no man like no drunk woman. That's another thing. Don't no decent man want no woman who's drunk and who says a lot of curse words. They don't like that. She's like a dog in heat. Yep, that's what they remind me of. A dog, especially when she said loyal sex. What? That's what keeps you in your pH balance? Is somebody sticking their thing inside of you? Oh my. Where is his mother while they're talking like that? So loud. She had went upstairs to go to bed, but when they was dancing, let me show y'all the video of her dancing. She was just they was just dancing all. The mom was dancing too. But they were dancing, they were just acting like little high school girls. And the mom must be their friend, because it seemed like the mom went out with them in one video. The mom went out somewhere with them. And let me show y'all this one when now ES had to came all up in this. It was just ridiculous. I said, a blind man could see, ES, that you was trying to talk to this man. And like you said, Edra, she was trying to move into this man's house. I believe it too. She wanted this man to pick her so bad. This was a pick me contest. That's what this was. This was a pick me contest. ES tried to play like she has class, but honey, you pay your bills, Empress Shaw, with your coochie coupons. All right. And you admittedly said you give men BJ's, Blue Jays that you are not even married to. Okay, ma'am. So this is. I feel so pretty. So that was the mom. This was him cooking. I want to show y'all this part.
It's like skin has like so many needs. You just gotta watch it really good.
Yes, it's all up in this dude's face the whole time.
I don't like peeling stuff because you're losing a lot of nutrients. She can cook.
And it took him, I don't know how long.
Like, when I said that many women had messaged me like, oh, they only want him for his money.
We're gonna let these puppies sit.
So
hey, Troy, have you ever had any like...
So the friend was dancing in the background, y'all, while ES had the cameras trying to get the man's whole attention. She's dancing. Here's the mom.
I don't put my nose up at people and walk away from them. No. Because I have to live through this.
Yes.
And God don't like ugly.
No, He doesn't. I sang this song for preparing us this lovely.
Yes, thank you, Troy.
That we're going to dive in. So
I am honored.
Yay, and we're so grateful. Please, thank you.
Empresses. Take care of women's transport. So there's lots of things that were,
well, she just
still kept among
in this dude's face the whole time. For 42 minutes, she filmed this man. She wanted this man to notice her so bad. It was unbelievable. See?
All right, we back, Troy. What you got going on?
What was we talking about? Y'all took a little reggae break, a little wine break. You know what I mean? Y'all should have seen the wine up in this joint.
So we were just talking about maybe you know, like transitioning here and why it feels so good.
And you know, you just think, oh, they're having such a great time. And this will be fun maybe once or twice. But this ain't no fun living your life like this. Because like I said, you don't have a night by yourself, honey. They went home by themselves. They didn't stay. He didn't ask neither one of them to stay at night.
Because he cooks.
Wow.
Whoa, you put him in domestic duties.
Troy White do a little more than cooking now.
Okay. You hear that? He do a little bit more. Like what, Troy? Be more specific.
This is ridiculous. This was just ridiculous to me. This was so ridiculous to me. But let me show you this part. Let me just show you this part. See, this is what happens when you play games. You know, when this was just really ridiculous to me. So let me find this other video. This woman has lost everything in Ghana. There is nothing. When I tell you there is nothing there, and when I saw what they did to her house there, I couldn't believe it. Wait a minute, is this the one? No, it's not it. Where is the one at? I meant to get that one. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find it. This is the one I want to show y'all when she went back to Ghana. And it was really, that was really sad to me. That was really sad to me.
This is actually a really smart upgrade.
There's nothing there. You know, there's really nothing there. You know? So hold on, I'm going to show you. I hope this is the video. Oh, this might not be it. Oh, yeah, this is it. So she went back.
I fly to Tamale. And this is where the universe really said, oh, you want
Now, remember, y'all said she's having fun. She's living her best life. She's being free. Some people were saying that, right? ES has lost everything over and over and over again because she's chasing these men and she's spending all of her money to do it. Then, man, she built that man. She gave him everything, even her YouTube channel where he started African Powers, right? Then she got him on her channel when they were doing these little skits. Then he was making his own little money, doing his own little thing. All right. Then they built this nice house. And oh, this couple was the best couple and everything was wonderful.
Life. Let's test you.
Everything was wonderful. And now she's going back. So now she was just in Kenya, kicking it with her friends, hanging out in Egypt, going up the Nile, having a great time. She's just sailing around doing what she wants.
Just park in front of it. Yes.
This is her house from the outside. I've never seen this part. Oh, yes, I have. I've seen this part, but I've never seen the outside like that. So this is her house. This is the entry. Look at it. I had to watch this part over and over again. I couldn't believe it. Just look at it. Nobody lives there now. This would have made me cry. Look at it. Look at her house. Look how it used to, remember how it used to look?
Wow.
Look at it now.
Monkey do.
And look at Monkey do. Tied to a dang on tree. He got a little bottle of water right there. No food. Look, tied to the tree. That's sad. Look how he looking at her. He don't even know her. He like, do I know you? I think I know you.
Look at who's here.
This was sad.
I saw him. I saw Monkey Do. I saw the remaining ducks.
Look.
And the truth is,
look at this. This is the house. This is the kitchen where she used to sleep. She used to cook. This is her house. There is a motorcycle in her living room. That's his motorcycle. This is her house. This is DIY house and farm. Can you believe it? This is ES's house. I said whoever trashed her house like this, they don't like her. They never have liked her. They can't stand her. Monkey Do was out there tied up in that hot tree in the hot sun every day, all day. Nobody is there with that. This
dust.
Is bad.
It's desert. It's done. I saw Monkey Do. I saw the remaining ducks. And the truth is, it's dust. It's desert. It's done. All is well. The property in the forest is for sale.
Look, there's a couple getting married. Wow. So you know what? This is really sad about ES. This is really sad about her. She has lost everything more than once. Now she's lost everything again. And now she's in Kenya, walking around, acting like she's 20 years old, trying to catch a man. Man, that's really sad. DeBose says they don't respect themselves. I mean, really, I'm a millennial and I would never talk like this way with any man, with the exception of my husband. These women should know better. I'm embarrassed for them. Yeah, they should know better. Imagine hearing, no, I don't even want to imagine hearing my mother talk like that. That's disgusting. Alcohol, spirits, talking, possessed. Yeah. Mr. Dorcas, he told them he liked the women in Kenya. He sure did. And they want to know why. He's eating it all up. Hey, how you doing? London lady. Yeah, London lady, I was sick too. No friend of mine would talk like that. And if she did, I would show her the door. Honey, she wouldn't be my friend, but ES talks like that. No disrespect, but you know full well these men prefer, the younger King. They sure do. Them younger Kenyan females. Even if he's entertaining that conversation, he's probably not thinking about them in that way. And that's the truth. He's not. He is not. And hi, Mr. Dorcas, he's absolutely right. And that's the truth. They're not thinking about you like that. They don't want anybody their age. They want them young females over there because them young females over there are trying to marry older men. They want because they know you have money. They know you're going to take care of them. They're not interested. He's not interested in them at all. Not at all. No matter how many times ES battered her eyes, no matter how much she made her eyes look like cat eyes, he's not interested in her. Remember how she said she paid the prince? Yes, with coochie coupons. Now, she's sitting over there acting like she's so much better than the friend. But how are you better than the friend when you pay your debts with coochie coupons? And then you come on YouTube crying because you give men that are not your husband Blue Jays, and you telling us about all the BJs you done gave away for free. So how are you better than your friend? You're not better than your friend. You just hid that. You just scrubbed it off your channel so nobody knows. So they don't know you did that. But I don't know. Your friend could be on your YouTube channel. I don't know. She thinks she got on her third eye. I don't believe my ears. Oh my God, massaging men's fluids. She's talking like this in front of this man. Yes, she was. But who does that? Maybe this lady's into witchcraft because I don't know anybody who does that. And me and my friends have sat around and talked, but nobody ever told me they do that. I would think you was a witch if you did that because that's bodily fluids, that's blood, and that's like, no, I don't do that. He's an ASS2 sitting there even entertaining this stupid talk. Exactly. He talked. Yep. But he probably didn't know what to do. What was he going to do? Put him out? Tell him, what was he going to do, TNK? Tell him it's time for y'all to go. Because they stayed and stayed and stayed. Do you see the look on his face when she said that? Yeah, did you see that? He was looking at her like, you must be a witch. Who would like that in front of a man's? Who would talk like that in front of a man's mother? She was upstairs, so they probably thought it was okay. Maybe the ladies are munching, if you know what I'm saying. What does that mean? No, I don't know what you're saying. These two competing with each other. The dude's attention. Jamaican woman, do not talk like that in public. Thank you. Jamaican women do not talk like that in public. Stupid conversation it was. This man is more interested in Bridget than ES. Minimize her beauty by calling her Coach Bridget. Oh, ES tried to minimize. What's up with the Indian dot on her forehead? Honey, I don't know. You know, she was a Hebrew Israelite, and I think they wear them. So maybe she's just trying to pretend like she's into that again, honey. Who knows? When your women, when your woman go to that level, your society is done. Wow. DJT said, when your women go to that level, your society is done. Wow. And these are the older women who are supposed to be guiding the younger women. You know, who's supposed to be advising them and telling them what to do. But they're telling them to go out and play with sperm. That's what they're telling them to do. Yep, that's what she's doing. ES got played because she has no skills to deal with an African man. Exactly. And honey, you can't just have boom boom. You cannot. You better have more than boom boom if you think you're about to keep an African man. I'm telling you that. They like smart women. Well, it depends on which kind you're dealing with. Let me take that back. African people know how to deal with each other, JW says. Edra says, now she quotes Reverend Ike, one of the biggest church pimps in history. Oh my God, hi Sheila. Girl, please, when men... Wait a minute, let me make this big so I can see this. Girl, please, what man would allow you to go out with someone else while you're living in his household after? Thank you. So she needs to quit lying. She needs to just quit lying. ES is a horrible person. She really is. She is a horrible person. Where are we at now? She is. She's a horrible person. That man, and then, you know, like he said, and the way it went down, we know it was more than that. But I bet you she didn't tell them people that. All right, let me go down here and get these comments. Rule of thumb, DJT says, is the mouth should never engage with parts of the anatomy where waste comes out. I am just old-fashioned about that. You better tell ES that. Because ES likes to put her mouth where waste comes out at. Hi, Fiona. She likes doing that. According to ES. She's the one who said that. We didn't. Yes, low-class Jamaican women do talk like that in public. Heavy pedal time. How you doing? He said, yeah, they do talk like that in public. Hey, Fiona, how you doing? Thank you. One day, the roommate will wake up drunk and put her out. Adra said, one day the roommate gonna wake up drunk and put her out. Yeah, because she gonna be tired of her. Oh, y'all, please hit the like button. Yep, thank you. Kiki, do you think the property is? It is. Well, the one is for sale, but that one where she lived at, I don't think that's for sale. I think that's Vin Man's family land. Because the wife, his for real wife, she lived on the other side, like down the street a little bit. Hey, don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. She threw her time away on him, but karma is a B. And that's what she got. See, that's what she got. Y'all got to remember, ES, the spell. ES has to pay for that. You see what I mean? She's got to pay for that. You don't put spells on people to make them give up their life and their money. You don't do all that and think you're just going to be able to walk away free. She got to pay for all that. She'll probably never have any happiness. She'll probably never have any boyfriend. Any real relationship. Nothing. And she walked away. She didn't do what they told her to do. Oh, so she owes them. Yeah, ES is in a bad situation. Go to school, learn coding, and put the camera down. Thank you. Learn something. He's garbage now. Who was garbage now? ES needs to stop chasing waterfalls and stick to the rivers and lakes that she's used to. Mr. Johnson, I can't believe he said that. But she needs to. He's right. She needs to quit chasing the waterfalls. She needs to stop. She needs to stop. And then she wants to talk about, the man was like, she asked the man, do you have any deal breakers or things you don't like? And he was like, I don't like people where I can hear them chew. And she said, oh, I was married to a man where I could hear him chew. My ex, I could hear him. Well, she said she was separated. She didn't say she was divorced. But if this man is a Muslim and you've been gone over a certain number of days and you've had no sexual contact with him, honey, that marriage is over, okay? You can think if you want to, you still married to that man and he going to be waiting on you. Whatever, but he can have as many wives as he wants to. Then man was the coach. Oh, was that, what does that say? Cooch. Then man was the couch. Then man was there. She had to go back to get her things, and it was quite sad. Oh, she went back to get her stuff from that house. Yeah, it was real sad. What video is it? I want to see the video. Yeah, then man's gym was outside in dirt, bust down equipment. It sure was. I remember that when they went to the gym, when she showed the gym, she took all them videos down. He didn't have nothing. But you know what? Somebody had wrote me and said that Ben Man and his friends were known for sleeping with the foreign women. All right. That the foreign women were paying Ben Man and his friends for sex. So Ben Man was just like an escort. Yeah. So ES didn't get nothing. She didn't get nothing nobody else hadn't had. The dude is not interested in marriage because he's too busy dealing with the variety of young girls. Honey, I know. Why would he want to do that? Never mentions her children. ES is trifling. Hey, Rosie, no, she don't never mention them. ES is broken hungry. Honey, did you see how she cleaned that plate? Y'all, I don't never clean no plates like that. I don't care how good the food is unless I am hungry. And I be hungry when I'm in Africa. And y'all see how I clean them plates over there. I clean everything off them plates. Let's see. Menopause. What is that? Oh my God. She called them menopause desperados. Oh my God. Troy wore those potatoes out too much. He did. He put too much stuff in there, and he was, because ES kept talking to him. And I think that was throwing him off because she filming him and she watching him. And I ain't never seen nobody take that long on mashed potatoes. Yeah, it was too much stuff added in them potatoes. It was too much. They were going to be too rich. Trying to tap Troy's pockets. Oh, is that what she's trying to do? So she thinks he's only there for one thing and you should appease that. She's disgusting. Yeah. Hey, Rosie. Okay, this is y'all saying hi. All right. Not exactly disciplined around the booze. No, they just was drinking. And that liquor over there is much stronger than ours. What's this one say? Rule of thumb: if the mouth should never engage. Okay, we looked at that one. All right, let me go all the way down. All right, I think that's it. We don't have no more comments. Okay, did I get all these? Yes. Okay, yeah, I did. All right, so look, y'all. It is 8:21. We've been on here, this one, for almost 2 hours. The other one, honey, we was on there going, it was just ridiculous. But what we're going to do, I'm going to, I think we're going to stop tonight for this one with ES, all right? Because that was pretty much, I wanted y'all to see. I thought it was really sad, though, that now she has nothing again but a YouTube chat. And I would hate to have to YouTube to be my only source of income, because like I told you, you have to after the 21st, it starts all over again. So you got to make videos all over again to get up to where you were before. All right. And if you don't have like a regular stuff you talk about, and then you got to create drama. Like, she used to get a lot of views. So she needs a lot of money because she's living with somebody else. So she needs to have some money. So she's going to have to create these dramas. She's going to have to create these scenes. She's going to have to do a lot to keep this money coming in, to keep people engaged. And that's what this is all about. And that's what you need to realize. So this YouTube, ES is out here struggling in these YouTube streets, trying to make it. All right? Because she has no other income but YouTube. And who wants that? So now we see she's in Kenya with this woman, living, I guess she lives with this woman, and they're just running around acting like 20-year-olds. And let's see how long that's going to last. But what I think it is, I think it's karma. I think ES will always run around like a desperado. I think she's always going to run around in circles and have no place to stay because of what she tried to do to her own people. She put a spell on us. She put a spell on us, so anybody interested in Ghana is going to give up everything they have. They're going to give up everything they have. And that's what's going on, and that's what's been going on. ES was a practicing witch. She told you that. I played the video for you. You cannot just walk away from witchcraft like that. It don't work like that. What do I think? I think she has a price to pay. And I think that's what she's still going through. I think she's paying whatever price she got to pay. And it's bad. I feel sad for Monkey Dude. I feel sad for the ducks. ES had a beautiful house. DIY house and farm was beautiful. It was really nice. She had her little greenhouse. But whoever tore her house up like that, they didn't like you, ES. They couldn't stand you. They waited for you to go so they could tear that house down. Because there was no reason to do that. He could have kept that house together. You know, he could have kept it together. But he didn't. They wanted her gone, and everything that reminded them of her, they wanted gone. So I'm going to get these last comments, and then we're going to get off here. And next week, we're going to pick up with PVTV and their lawsuit. What happened to all of her real estate? What real estate? What real estate? The house in the Queen's Castle, or whatever it was, the Queen something. Prince Ayoko got that. That was his. She put money into that, but I don't know whether she even paid him for that. It sounded like he was building all that. And remember the one house she had built there, and they tore it up? Somebody went in there when she went out with Vin Man that night, and she came back, they had destroyed it. Remember that? And she tried to sell that one. I don't know whether she actually sold that one. Then she got this other one that we saw today. I just showed it to you, where there's nothing there. There's absolutely nothing there. I think it's on this video. Let me go back to it. Yeah, this is it. Wow.
And the truth is,
there's nothing but dust, like she said. Wow, look at the kitchen. The TV is gone. Everything is gone. Everything is gone. Look at the door. Wow. Everything is gone. I like it. Yeah, she's a builder and is talented in the video production, storytelling, and being resilient. She's human, and those men are not victims. If anything, they ain't nobody used her. Bye. Nobody used ES, ma'am. Nobody used ES. She went after those men. They didn't go after her. Then man didn't go after her. She went after him. Prince Ayoko didn't go after her. She went after him. Every man she goes after. That's okay to like her. There's nothing wrong with liking her. But to say that those men did, no, I don't see it like that, Piper. I don't see it like that at all. I feel sorry for them because they slept with a witch. Builders need to be professionally licensed to get paid. But you know what, Edra? These people, I put the same thing I did with Black Acre stuff. I put PBTV's foundation into AI, and it was y'all not gonna believe what AI said about that foundation. Y'all not gonna believe it. The property on Prince Ayoko had land belongs to ES. The property. So why don't she get that then? Why doesn't she have it? Why isn't she using it? Why is he using it? He has guests come out there. So if it's her property, why doesn't she just take him to court and go get it? She uses men. Yep, she sure does. How about her kids? You for real? She's a something. Yeah, what about her kids? How can you like a woman who walks away from her kids? She has 3 kids, 3 adult kids like Kenza. And I'm just going to turn my back on my kids and chase a man. Yes, and that's all she do is chase this man, that man, this man, that man. And then she tries to control them. And she gets mad because she can't control the African man. She gets mad at that. She thinks because they're younger than her, she's going to be able to control them. But it doesn't work like that with them. No matter how young they are, you're not going to be able to control them. And that's what that's where she always fails, trying to control them. And also, she has to remember she owes a debt to the devil. And the devil is always going to come to collect. Right when you think you're happy, right when you think you got peace, right when you think you're where you need to be, that's when he's going to come and say, you owe me. You owe me. Well, the house she built is his. Yep. And all her husbands, meanwhile, they married with kids. Honey, they show her Prince Ayoko was married with kids. Ben man married with kids. You think I'm doing that for a man married with kids? They didn't, I didn't say divorced. No, I didn't say he was divorced with kids. They never left them wives. They never divorced them wives. They could have. They could have divorced them wives and been with ES. Because that's what she wanted. She wanted them to be with her, just her. She didn't want to share them, but they refused to do that. They refused to do that. They never took her serious. Never. Oh, I can't see this one. Hold on, y'all. She tried. Wait a minute, let me look at it on my phone. Where is it at on my phone? Okay, hold on. Let me see where it is. She tried to sell it. The compound is Ayoko's, but the house is ES built, belongs to ES. So the compound. So why is Ayoko using the house then? Isn't her kids grown? Yes, they are. They're living their lives. She could be in a rocking chair waiting on grown kids to visit her. Ella. Oh, well, you support. See, that's what I mean. There's women like you who support women like her. You find nothing disgusting about her lifestyle. You think it's okay to leave your kids and go chase men. You think it's okay to give all your money to men who don't want you and use you up. You think it's okay to be vulgar and disgusting. So then that's you. You agree with her lifestyle, so be it. We just don't. We don't respect women like that. Most Black women don't respect women like that. But you respect her and you honor her, then that's you. Good for you. And nobody told her to sit. I don't sit in a rocking chair waiting for my grown kids to come over. Just because your kid's grown, that doesn't mean you don't need to see them. Now that age is catching up with her body, she's feeling the aches and pains. She is more desperate than ever. Yeah, she is more desperate than ever, Simone. She sure is. She is more, because when you get older, I'm telling you, ain't no older woman trying to be running around doing what ES is doing. She trying to make it seem like it's fun, but it ain't fun. It ain't fun. Ain't nothing fun about getting drunk, having a hangover, going to bed alone, waking up realizing how alone you really are, just to go do it all over again, and you think that's fun? Honey, bye. Now she like ES made a video about O'Shea. Now she liking O'Shea. She call your grandmother beautiful. She's a floozy. Yeah, she is. She wanna it's almost the 21st. So she wanna go back and forth with O'Shea because she wanna get some video, she wanna get some views. She want us to click on it and watch it. All right, y'all. And they tell her husband, meanwhile, they married with kids, while the house she built is his, because all the property is his. That's another thing. It's a Muslim country. It's all his. Everything is his. Don't you get it? They're in charge of everything. All right, so look, next week, well, they marry many women, Piper says. Oh, she's still taking up for ES. All right, let's see what she's going to say. How do you take up for a woman, like I said, who don't even, you don't even see your kids, man. You walked away from your kids when they was young. How do you take up for a woman like that? How do you take up for a woman who goes on YouTube and says she pays her bills with coochie coupons? How do you take up for a woman like that? How do you take up for a woman who says that she gives men BJs who are not her husband? And she was mad because she had given all these men BJs who were not her husband. Now, she accuses men of DVing her just to get money. Now, how do you respect a woman like that? Well, they marry many women. Women do not have much rights in those villages. No, they don't. Yep, I do respect. What do you respect about her? That she pays her bills with coochie coupons, or that she gives men that she's not married to Blue Jays? Or that she walked away from all three of her kids? Or that she had a boyfriend that was in prison, that got out of prison, and she talked to him for 2 years on the phone, and then on her birthday she went to see him and he stood her up. What exactly do you respect about that? They played video games for 2 years on the phone, long distance. He finally agrees to see her. She goes to see him, and he doesn't even come to see her. She spends her birthday alone at the hotel. And you respect her? What is there to respect about her? Please enlighten me. TNK says, welcome to Kiki's School of Life. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just curious. I'll get mad at the men. Well, get mad at the men. Get mad at the men for what? I'm not even mad at her. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just sharing the story. I'm not mad at anybody. I think it's rather funny. I think it's rather funny that you get on there and you announce that you pay for your bills with coochie coupons. People respect Nicki Minaj. Yeah, they do. So what exactly do you respect? That's what I want to know. You come on here boldly saying you respect her. Well, tell us why. Okay, Piper, you telling us why? Piper says, I don't get so into other folks' sex life. I respect that she's a woman who's living on her own terms. You guys are, no, we're not. That's not true. So see, now you can't defend your position, so you try to deflect and put it on us. No, ma'am. We're not obsessed with her. If we were obsessed with her, we would talk about her all the time. We're not obsessed with anybody. We're an equal opportunity employer on this channel. That is not true. I haven't talked about ES since I don't know how long ago. ES is a passport granny. We talk about the topics of passport granny, but nobody's obsessed with her. Obsessed with what? That she's vulgar, she's disgusting, she don't raise her kids, she left her kids, she go from this man to that man, she has no real relationship, she has nothing. What are we obsessed with? You have to say, what are we obsessed with? She's obsessed with food. Why would I be obsessed with a woman? I'm not gay. I love men. So why would I be obsessed with a woman, number one? And number two, if I was obsessed with a woman, I don't think I would be obsessed with a woman who's obsessed with food. ES is obsessed with food. What are we obsessed with? She's not talking about y'all. Well, because we don't do things for her to talk about. What is she going to say about Kiki Loves Nigeria? What's she going to say about me? What's she going to talk about me? What could she say about me? She's on there talking about me. You think she's going to make a video about that? About me talking about her? I don't do what she does, ma'am. I don't break social norms. I don't come on here and encourage you all to worship the devil. I don't come on here and encourage you all to give up everything you have to go to Africa to be some fool, to be boo-boo the fool. I don't do that. So what is she going to talk about me for? She has nothing to say about me besides what I say about her. We're not even talking about her. We're talking about her behavior. So tell your friend to fix her behavior. All right? She not talking about y'all. What is she going to talk about us for? But her, we got a lot to say about her. This woman don't even take care of her kids. This woman is a devil worshiper. This woman is a wannabe witch. And she tried to put a spell on us. So yeah, we talking about her. She makes videos acting like a cuckoo. Wait, I can't see it. She makes videos. Edra timed you out, Piper. Oh. Maybe Piper's ES, y'all. Maybe because Piper on here defending this note, because we're not defending trashy women like this. This woman is a trash in our community. We don't defend trash. Piper done got timed out. Oh, Piper. TNK says, Piper, oh, please give it up. Go outside and get some air. Well, Ed just timed you out, Piper. You go outside and you get you some air. Okay, because you're not making sense. I think that's ES, y'all. I really do. Oh, she wants to know. Wait, I can see her question. Why do you marry men in Africa? Why do I marry men in Africa? Well, I started dating men and African men a long time ago, like a long, long time ago when I was at the university. And I just, I guess because I was studying Africa and I was traveling to Africa, so I was around a lot of Africans men. So I think that's how I got started dating them. And then you just get like your preference. You get used to, like there's certain ways that African men behave, and you just get used to it. So I think that's why I ended up marrying them, because that's who I was around. I liked their behavior. I liked a lot about them. So that's why I married them. And the one in Africa, because I just happened to be there. Okay. And I liked some people that I had met in Africa, and that's why I married. That just happened to be the place where I met them. And why don't go across the world? Why? So are you trying to say, why did I go across the world to marry a man? Well, because I studied Africa, like I said, and I traveled to Africa a lot. So I just happened to meet them, when I'm there. And sometimes I would meet some that I liked more than others, and we got married. That's why. That's why. I was at the university. They were at the university. I worked for the government. They were members of the government. They worked for the government. So it was like that. It wasn't like I was in the village, hooking up with village boys. No. Nothing like that. It's nothing like that. So I answered your question, even though you got timed out, Piper. Oh, you got another one? Let me see this one. She's like, she doesn't care about your opinion, Roses. But she got y'all talking. I am sure she enjoys the rules. This must be ES, y'all. She's like, she doesn't care about y'all opinion. Well, you care about our opinion because you on here talking. You getting blocked and timed down and everything because of her. Oh, you got a lot of messages on here. Let me see what else you said. I don't get so into other people's. Okay, we already answered that one. All right, Piper. So I hope I answered your question, ma'am. I'm not going across Africa. I studied Africa at the university, okay? I had an interest in Africa ever since I was little. So instead of sleeping with African men, I went to the university and I actually studied Africa. Okay, that's what I spent my undergraduate years studying. And even when I was in school, this public administration school, I still studied Africa. I've got, I think, 12 graduate hours in African history. That's how much I loved African history. Okay. So I met men like that. All right. So that's the story. Now we're about to get off here. I'm going to answer the rest of these and then we're going to get off here. But too bad you got blocked and had to go sit out on the porch. I think that's ES. That is ES talking for real, Kiki. You're right. It is, because nobody's going to defend her actions. She's ridiculous. She is ridiculous. And to say, why y'all talking about her? And to say we obsessed, ain't nobody obsessed with ES. And everybody know ES is a clown and ES is a fool. And none of us are obsessed with her. When she said that, I knew it. You wish I was obsessed. But she know I ain't obsessed with her. ES know I have no reason in the world to be obsessed with her. She ain't talking about y'all. She don't have no reason to talk about us. Kiki, you were married. You didn't use them, so no reason to explain. But she had a question I wanted to answer. Because they're stupid. They're stupid. If this ain't a show where the pot called the kettle black, okay? It ain't one of them type of shows. Piper thinks her behavior is a reflection of empowerment. Empowerment. Okay. Piper is ES, okay? Edra very politely called her a taxi. She sure did. All right, y'all, please hit the like button. Like button. The word respect dies not exist in some people's head. Does not exist in some people's head. Okay. Thanks for trying to multitask. Okay, I think I got those. She makes videos acting like, she makes videos acting like a little kid. This was the easiest A in college. No, it wasn't African American Studies, honey. I don't take African American. Let's get that corrected. Let me take off my glasses on that point. It was not African American Studies. I took no African American Studies because I told you those professors in African American Studies, they were all problematic. Whenever you try to research their research, you could never find their research. It was too hard to validate. And then I didn't like African American Studies. It's not as factual as history. I studied African history. Okay, African history. My emphasis was the transatlantic slave trade. My region was West Africa, because when you studied Africa, you got to pick a region. So my region was West Africa. Then you got to pick a time frame, a time period. My period was the transatlantic slave trade. So no, sir, I didn't get no easy A's. History is not no easy A's. Okay, I did not take African American African studies, African American Africana studies. All of that is not the same thing as history. All right. Yeah, I know I'm right. Can't believe that cute farm I know is trash like that. And Monkey Do is tied to a tree. Me either, DJT. I cannot believe that. That hurt my feelings. I was sad. Monkey Do ain't that, and then got that thing tied around that rope. Ben Man should be ashamed for that. He didn't have to do that girl's house like that. He didn't have to do Monkey. Let Monkey Do go then. And he looking, you see how he look now? He used to look all happy. He don't even look happy now. Yeah, that made me sad. That really made me sad. So that's what's going on with ES. Look, the professor was the basketball coach. How history is. Yeah, history is not no easy A. History is hard. All right, that's all for tonight, y'all. Next week we'll be back. And we'll be back with some scam and allegations. Well, it ain't no allegations, honey. The court done ruled in this case, and I got the ruling and I got the judgment. And I've been talking. I talked to Adam. I did talk to him. And I'm going to tell y'all what he said. Okay, so I've been in touch with him. I've been in touch with both people. And we're going to talk about it next week. Unfortunately, we couldn't get it resolved. I wish we could have, where we didn't have to do a show. But it looks like we're going to have to do one to try to get this taken care of. That is ES talking. Okay. All right, y'all. All right, that's it for tonight. Thank y'all so much, even though we had all them technical difficulties. Thank y'all so much for coming out and hanging out with me tonight. I will see y'all next week. And again, we're going to pick up with PVTV, and we're going to talk about the lawsuit where they were, a judgment was filed against them for $5,000. All right. So I'll talk to y'all next week. Have a good week. See you later.